What's up, future millionaires? MTI here. Now, when building passive income in the DeFi space on the daily, in my opinion, you want to have a few different strategies. And the objective of this video is to show you, out of the few DeFi projects I'm invested in, I have a different mindset and a different strategy depending on what the project is. Now, we're also going to be doing a live withdrawal on one of the projects I recently put some risk capital in, and make sure you stay to the end of this video so you can see the process of that, and also so you can kind of understand what my strategy and goal is as well if you happen to miss this video here. So first and foremost, let's briefly go ahead and dive into DRIP. Now, if we look at DRIP here, we can see the current price is around 72 cents. Now, it has been holding up pretty strong. Now, the tax vault has gotten drained again, but we still do have that ability now for the community to go ahead and send DRIP to the tax vault. Quote unquote is what they call it, a burn, but it's actually just sending it to the tax vault, which I shared with you guys in the previous DRIP video. Now, if we head on over to the faucet here, you can see I got around 7,847. This particular wallet maxes out in May. Now, my strategy with this project is to grow with this project. This is not my strategy with every project you're going to see in this video. And so remember, you want to figure out what's best for you. Don't just take, my journey and then say, hey, I'm going to do exactly what he does. Make sure it makes sense for you and make sure it makes sense for your investing philosophies, right? So as I said before, I put the money in here to go the full risk, right? Now, the full risk means I know I could lose my money, and that's actually the case with every single project, right? You have the potential to lose your money, and this is why you want to use risk capital. Also, when it comes to one of the different strategies I talked about, you want to have a few different strategies. The first one here that I'm using is taking the risk to grow with a project that I think will be here a longer period of time, right? Now, you can't take this approach with every project. So with that being said, also being in DeFi, as we know, there's a lot of projects that come and go. And so for DRIP itself, I am growing with the project because I believe Forex is still going to deliver and allow DRIP to kind of be higher than where it is today based off of new utility. So time will tell, but that's what I believe will happen, and also why I'm taking that bigger risk. I'm 4 months away from hitting that end goal, and then we will start the process of maxing out my other wallets. Now, if we head on over to the animal farm, now I don't have much in the animal farm, as you know. First things first, let me just show you the drip garden here. I do have around 51.6 million plants. I've already compounded earlier today, and so I'll probably compound a little bit later once there's a little bit more there. But as you can see, 5.6 million plants. If we go ahead and close this out and go to another wallet of mine, if we head over to the dog pound, let it update here real quick. There you can see I got 22.49 dogs, and as I mentioned, every time I show the dog pound, this is a set and forget for me. As you can see, I have around 72% tax reduction currently, so if I was to sell my dogs, I will only be hit with around 28% when it comes to tax, right? So as we move on down, if you look right here, I have about 53% of a dog/BNB LP token, which is around $93. So essentially, this is about $46 in BNB and $46 in the dog token. So almost 2 dog tokens worth and $46 in BNB. Not going to take this out right now. I'm just kind of let it build up and see what happens in the future. Now, as we go ahead and move over to EMP Money, and also the same strategy here is growing with the project. The drip faucet and the animal farm are 2 separate complete projects. However, they have mechanics that tie them together in certain ways. And so they're built by the same developer, Forex, and both of these I'm looking to just grow with the project over time and build wealth with these projects. And so now, as we go ahead and look at EMP Money. Now, EMP Money has been here now about a year. They launched last January, so shout out to them. I'm not sure if it's just quite a year, but they will hit their 1-year anniversary sometime this month. And so with that being said, if we head over to the defenders here, These are the NFTs I recently got when these launched. I have 5 of those, and as you can see, I already have about 0.3330 when it comes to the EMP and ETH pair. And if you look over to the bottom left, here's the price of one EMP and ETH token pair, which is $24.51 at the time of this video. Now, the thing I like about this is you can literally allow this to accumulate, or you can just claim this every day if you choose, right? So I can claim this right now, but I am going to let this just build up a little bit. Now, I have claimed about 2 days worth, and I'm going to show you what that is. If we go to the farms, this 0.356 EMP ETH I got from the Defender NFTs, and I basically claimed it and just put it into the liquidity pools here to earn E-shares. Now, this isn't going to be a lot of money over time, but this is just somewhere to sit it where I don't have to lock it up as of right now. And then what I can do is still earn a little bit of E-share, you know, as I wait to build up that bag, or if I decide to do something else. And so as you can see, the daily APR is not huge, only about 0.12%. However, it is still something I'm getting for just having, you know, some of these assets just sit here. And then also, of course, if I don't put it in the farm, I can also put it into the detonator, which I got to get better at of compounding every day. But one thing I do like is right now the Defenders is making a little bit more for me, but I can compound the both of these. Take this, put it into the detonator here, and then compound and have that going to the detonator as well. You can see I have about 0.04 LP when it comes to the detonator itself. And then right now, which is actually not a lot, I may go for this. We'll see what happens here in a couple of hours. But right now, only about $184. If you put that in, you will have the leading deposit, and basically it will double what you put in. So the 750 will turn into 15 LPs that will go into your detonator. So depending on what happens, I might go for this later on today. And so this is also a project I am growing with, a project that I'm looking to build with. Yes, it's going to take a little bit longer time because they have lesser APRs. However, this is also what keeps this project sustainable, and they also have real revenues that are building income streams for these different protocols that's inside the ecosystem. All right, so before we jump into the last 2 protocols and do our live withdrawal for today's video to help get that ROI back, one thing I want to mention that all of this is high risk, so don't get it twisted. However, when you talk about OG projects compared to newer projects or projects that may keep changing the rules and the mechanics of how the ecosystem works, you put yourself in a little bit of a safer position when you're looking at projects that have that track record, right? So for example, you have Drip, has Forex developer, has a great track record, but also the project has been here since April of 2021. We are now going on 2 years. We are 21 months in. When you look at the Animal Farm, it's on V3, but it's been here over a year. Now also has mechanics that tie into Drip that's also built by the same developer, Forex. Also, when you talk about EMP Money, in my opinion, which is another OG DeFi project in the space, they launched January 2022, and here we are, January 2023. And if you just look back on that year, all they did was build in this crazy bear market that we have seen so far. And 2022 was crazy, if you know. And so now as we look at these other projects, you will start to see my strategy and my mindset has started to change a little bit when it comes to these projects and the potential longevity of them, right? And so if you look at Furio here, right? So Furio is a project I didn't put that much risk capital in. You can see here's the 89 cent for token. They have their LMS from 89 cents to I believe 99 cents. If we go to the Fur Vault, I have 1139. You can see I'm still at the 2.5% rate, haven't pulled anything out. And so literally in May, this wallet will max out as well. And so if Furio is still here, the $1,100 I put into Furio, I would definitely be able to get that back and some. And the goal is to get as much as I can from that max wallet. I don't think I'm going to utilize that to build out another wallet. I do have another Fur wallet that I am compounding, but I don't think I'm going to utilize that to lock it back up in the ecosystem. My goal would be to take some of this profit to sit on the side and then use that other money to invest in some of the other protocols that I'm already invested in, and also if there's anything new that catches my eye. That's kind of my goal with Furio here. And so I'm just taking that risk to follow my strategy through, since I only got about 4 months left. If Furio is still able to be here within that 4 months, I will have a max wallet. I will be able to ROI and take out some pretty nice profit. And so that's the goal when it comes to Furio. I'm not looking to really per se grow with this project long term, but I am looking to get my ROI back and get a little bit of profit as well, right? Because if you think about it, let's just look at this real quick. After taxes, well, tax and everything, you will have about 55,000 tokens, right? For me, I have about 55,000 tokens out of the 100,000 tokens. So if you take that 55,000 times 89, that's about 48, almost 49K, give or take. Will the price still be there when it comes to me hitting my max wallet? I have no idea, right? But again, anything can happen, right? This project can go under in 4 months, or it could still be here, and now I have a max wallet. I put that 1,100 in as risk capital to go for it. And so if it's still here, 6 months down the road after I max out, I'm going to take out my ROI and more than enough profit. So at that point, I still won from this particular investment, right? And so in this instance, you can see that's around 48K, 49,000. Now you can't take this out all in 1 year because of how they have the stipulations. However, I still will be able to potentially take out somewhere around this depending on what this current price is. So Furio has done a few things to help keep their ecosystem more sustainable and definitely for a longer period of time, made a few things immutable and things of that nature. But again, only time will tell. We see another big crash in the market. How does the protocols hold up, right? That's the big thing, because as I mentioned, the end of last year, I do not think we have seen the bottom as of yet. I still think we're going to see the bottom this year in 2023, but I don't think we've seen it just as of yet. And so with that being said, when that happens, how do these protocols respond, and what happens with the community as well, right? I think the OGs are going to be fine. However, I still think they will take a hit as well, like the rest of the market. Now, if you go over and look at the gamble play here, which is 𝗟𝗘𝗗𝗚𝗏. Now, as you can see, here's my claimable reward, 142, almost 143. I'm going to go ahead and take this out in real time. And for those that missed this video here, I talked about my mindset and what I thought about this entire project, what my strategy is, how much I invest as far as risk capital, and what my goal is. So I'm going to briefly go through that if you missed that video, but I would highly recommend checking out that video. Now, looking back at 𝗟𝗘𝗗𝗚𝗏, you can see I'm making $20 a day. So basically every 7 days, every week, that's $140. As you can see, there's almost 5,000 users. And remember, the first 5,000 users will get that NFT according to 𝗟𝗘𝗗𝗏, where we'll be able to get an additional 1%. And so I'm going to be making the first withdrawal, even though you can see this total reward here for 31. All that is based off of me putting in another $31 because I wanted to have an even amount for the staked amount, right? Because when I put in 1,000, there's the 3% dev fee, makes it 970. So I put in another 31 so I can have that full $1,000 and make an even $20 a day, right? So you can see right here, there's 2.3 million that's been deposited, 432,000 that's been taken out. Now look right here. I put this video out January 1st on New Year's, 6 days ago. Now you're seeing this video Monday morning, but I put this video out literally the beginning of the year. And if you look right here, here's my staked amount, $1,000. How much I'm making a day? $20. Claimable reward was only $4.72. If you look at the users, right under 3,600, there's about 200K almost taken out, 1.4 million. Now look at 𝗟𝗘𝗗𝗚𝗏, 2.3 million, 432,000 taken out, and 4,471 users currently. And if you look at my claimable, 142, if we go back to that video I put out, what's that say? $4.72. We head back over to 𝗟𝗘𝗗𝗏, 142, right? And this is all literally from me, no referral rewards, as you can see right here. All right, and then remember, I got 21 days and I can take out that initial. So basically each week, what my strategy is, I'm gonna pull out my claimable rewards. You can pull out every single day, but I'm just going to do it once per week, which will be about 140 a week. And so we got 3 more weeks of this month, and that's going to put me at 560 I've taken out for the month, which will put me at about 56% of ROI. I'm about to take out 140 now, well, 142. which will put me at about a 14% ROI to that $1,000, right? All right, so let's go ahead and claim this. But first, let's go ahead and put in the amount we want to claim. 988. There we go, 142.988, 142.988. Let's go ahead and declaim reward. And you're also going to see this balance here. You're going to see this increase because this is the money I have in my wallet here, 1,057. You're going to see this increase to about 11. What is this? About 11.99, give or take, or actually 1,200 actually because of the change. So let's see. Hit the confirm this on the ledger here. Give it a few seconds. And I believe the 3% dev fee is only for when you deposit. I'm not sure if it's when we take it out, but we're going to see here in real time. So yeah, the dev fee is actually only when you deposit, not when you take out. So that is nice to know as well. So now you can see total reward is 174. You can see it is accumulating in real time. You can see now it is 1,200. So you can see I've actually now taken out about 14% of my initial investment in Yield Robots. And as I said, my strategy is just to withdraw until I get my initial investment back, and then at that point I will reassess Yield Robot and see what's going on to see if I want to stay in and start getting some profit back. But right now my only focus and goal is to get my ROI back, and this is the start of it. So now what we're briefly going to do, head on over to here. We're going to put that money in. I took out 142.98. I've now taken that out, and then we're just gonna keep putting that down the line here until our ROI, and then we will see if we're gonna go forth and get some profit as well from Yield Robots. So again, just wanted to show you guys in real time. Next week I'm going to be doing the same thing, so I'm going to show you guys again me pulling out $140, which will put me at about a 28% ROI, and then I'm just going to repeat the cycle each and every week. So let me know what you think about this video. Again, when you're building passive income in the DeFi space and you're looking to build it every single day, in my opinion, you want to have a few different strategies. And if you didn't really get the strategies, let me briefly share them with you. Number one, I'm actually taking the time to grow with a project, right? Because one, to really make a lot of money, you do got to take that chance and take that risk to grow with the project, accumulate and build with them so you can see the rewards during the next cycle, right? The second strategy is I'm just looking to get pure profit from the current strategy, and then I'm going to be exiting the ecosystem itself, right? So literally I'm just kind of following through with this strategy here, and then I'm looking to get all my profit and initial back, right? And the last strategy, which you probably caught on to, is when a project hasn't actually proven themselves yet. For me, my philosophy is my only focus and goal is to get my initial back. Once I get my initial investment back, I will reassess the project and then see if I want to stay in longer to get profit. And that's what I'm doing with Yield Robot. On 14% to my ROI. Next week will be 28. The following week will be 42. And at the end of this month, I'll be around a 56% ROI, which means I'll be around $560 that I've been able to take out. And then next month, after the third week of February, I'll be fully ROI'd, and then we'll be looking at where Yield Robot is. Do I think it's going to be here any bit longer? And then we will go from there. And so let me know if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed kind of me sharing my mindset, the strategy behind it as well. Let me know down in the comment section. Smash that like button on the way out, and I will catch you guys on the next one.